They'll pay the other part.
The motion will be for the 1,019.
All right.
I make a motion that we approve the purchase of fire equipment from Municipal Emergency Services in the amount of $1,019.77.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Okay, and then just to keep you up to date here, our Rule 2 is going to need some work, and I don't know what. We can't hardly keep him on the road. So I'm going to go have it aligned, I think, and go from there. We've had it checked, but they keep hearing about it, so.
It wanders,
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not the driver.
No. No, I drove it once. Well, that could be the driver when I'm doing it.
All right.
Then the only other thing, I got a couple other things here that are just suggestions for you guys to think about. You guys were talking the other day about fire marshal.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to talk to Bird City and include them into that conversation.
Okay.
I think you're right.
So whether we call a meeting together and have everybody here, us and Bird City and whoever. And the only other thing I was thinking about, that policy handbook you guys are looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if, and here again, this is my suggestion, you do what you want, but where we're a city and the county fire department, if we talk to the city and keep things halfway close to the same, so we don't have two separate handbooks, policy books.
I see what you're saying.
Otherwise, I
No,
got to
we-
figure out whether it's city fire, county fire, and what the policy is.
Yeah.
For,
Have they got a more extensive
We need to
policy than
coordinate
we've
probably
that.
got?
not. Probably not.
No.
I don't think so.
If I understand this, we have a county fire department with 2 fire stations, one in St. Francis, one in Bird City.
Correct.
People tend to think of them as 2 separate entities, but in reality, they're not.
Right.
Okay.
But there's 2 separate chiefs.
Yes, 2 separate chiefs.
That's the way it always goes. One guy to do the work and 2 to lead.
I didn't hear that.
That's all I got, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dan.
The 6x6 is fully functional now?
Yep.
Storing it up here at the farm?
Yep. We ain't got room for any more trucks, so but we got them all in
Does
there.
that mean you're not going to buy any more?
Well, we might have to trade. We can get a buy anymore.
Did you have
It's not a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't approved the
Yeah.
warrants, and we need to get the checks in there so the girls can
Okay.
get them in the mail.
Rodney, and you guys both had a chance to look at the warrants. Did you guys have any questions?
I said he did.
Okay.
I do have a comment to make on the warrants. We've had issues again with checks not arriving to the vendor the way they're supposed to be, and once again we had to void not 1 but 2 checks this week because vendors have not received payment. And I notified the postmaster, and I said this isn't a complaint, but I said this is something that I think needs to be addressed. And one of them is the check to CIC that we voided 2 weeks ago. We reissued it. I've been in contact with Carolyn from CIC. She does the marketing and that kind of information. She still has not received it. And so we voided it again, and we reissued it. But also this week, there was a check to Aflac that was never received, and back in April, that we voided and reissued. So that is in these,
Okay.
that was in part of the checks that you signed, just to be aware. Those are the payroll that was in your packet, and these are the accounts payable.
Okay, Rodney, what were your questions as far as the warrants went?
On the payment register,
Yes.
under Fund 34, which is page 24, the memorial fund,
Oh, you're in accounts receivable.
yes.
You're not in payroll.
No, I'm not in payroll. I looked up the resolution on this And the Cheyenne County EMTs Memorial Fund was established under Resolution 95-2. And the third whereas says, whereas the EMTs have always used this money at their discretion and spent it for medical equipment for ambulances housed in Bird City and St. Francis, and still desire to do this. The monies will be controlled by the EMTs, with them preparing the vouchers and presenting them to the Cheyenne County clerk for payment. Well, there's 3 bills here, one for pop, one for sugar, and one for flyers. The resolution says equipment, and that's why I am pointing this out. These are not proper. And here, if you want to read it in its entirety, is the copy of it. So I feel we ought to hold those warrants. We simply can't okay them.
If it says we can't, we can't.
Pardon?
I said if it says we can't, we
Yeah.
can't.
So we'll have to, if that's the wishes of the board, we'll have to void that check.
Yes.
And
Do we need a vote on that?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to approve that purchase, are
Yeah.
you
Right,
going to,
right.
is your intent though, because I guess my question is, are you going to talk to Reed about that later and see if it just needs to come out of a different fund? So that way, because it's going to be easier for you if you have direction of whether or not that's going to come out on a different fund. So when you rerun that, you don't have to do it twice. One to void it out and then one to move it to another fund.
well, we will.
Okay.
We have a procedure. I mean, the check is already here.
Pardon?
I said I
So
was-
we'll have to
I
go
could
in and
probably
void
go
that
out
check.
and quit,
Right.
but I
Then
can't.
we will have to reissue it to whatever
Talk to
fund
you,
they.
goddamn.
But my question is, it doesn't really help you much to do that right now.
My point.
Oh,
If you're
no.
only going to have to redo it once they make a decision about where that money is going to come out of.
Reed's
So.
on at 11:30. I think we need to not void the checks until we talk to him, because I can understand if they go out on an EMT run and they're hot and they get back and they give them a pop, and that's $89. The flyers, I don't know, they may be
Wow.
educational flyers too. But that does state.
Do
that
you
they're-
want to see
The issue would be, that's not the issue. The issue is that it's being taken out of the wrong fund. It should be taken out of his account, but not out of the memorial account.
Funds, it's supposed to be for medical equipment,
Yeah.
yes.
So it was paid to St.
Well,
Francis.
he can change that, can't he?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
say take it
yeah.
out of the other fund.
When the
I-
invoice was submitted,
It's
that's,
good of you to look that up. That's,
Yeah.
hang on here, St. Francis ambulance.
Marlon, did you have anything today?
No, I'm just
Just
trying to
wanted
learn.
I hope we're good teachers.
You don't want to listen to any of
Was
us.
paid to
I said, you don't want to listen to any of us.
Francis.
Sorry, that's why I moved up a
Here,
little.
tell him what I said.
You're not missing anything.
ambulance
That's
for
good.
forks and filters. Here's the pop and the sugar. County fund was closed. So there's the claim voucher that you're looking for. don't think, if I understand it correctly, Commissioner Radcliffe isn't denying the payment of the voucher.
Just wants
It's
it out of
just
somewhere else.
where it was taken out of.
That is
Is
correct.
that correct?
That
That's
is
an
correct.
easy fix.
Yeah.
We can do that, can't we, without talking to him, just
Oh,
change the
absolutely.
font.
Yeah.
Okay, what,
Are you gonna have to make a motion on what fund you want to take out of?
Well, do we make a motion to cancel this, or do we make a motion to,
pull it out of maybe commodities?
Change funds?
I think you make a motion to direct the clerk which fund to pay those claims off of.
okay,
You can approve
You will see
the
it's right.
warrants with the exception of voiding that one check, which needs to be voided and reallocated to a different fund.
okay. Because it's a combined check. Is it?
That, everything that is printed on that check will be voided. We can't just void.
Okay.
Do you still have some down there? I don't think I have all of them, Rodney.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still
he's got
a
some.
handful in there.
Do you still have some
Yes, he does.
accounts payable? I think it's in your staff.
Yes, I do. I'm signing them in between.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If we could get the check number and off of that, because they were in alphabetical order.
Is that it?
No, no.
Just option.
Are you done with
They
that?
Yes,
canceled.
I'm done with that.
emergency account.
Okay.
That's funding, that's a funding request.
Okay. Maybe we can get Reed in.
Well, he kind of wanted to be here when the Michael Johnson from Life Team was here. That's kind of why I put those two together.
Okay.
You say these checks are in alpha order? My leg went to sleep. There you go.
Okay, so it would be, I think the first motion would be to void this check and reissue
What check number is it?
check number 30293.
30293.
3029 or 3.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Reissue that.
Reissue those that were taken out of ambulance memorial to,
Ambulance Department.
okay.
Okay. Make a motion that we transfer the warrants from the Ambulance Memorial Fund account to be paid out of the ambulance account.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay.
And then if you could approve the regular
The regular
warrants,
warrants, are you okay
accounts
with everything
payable
else?
and payroll.
I'm okay with payroll. I see nothing there. And then this, we can vote on this now.
Yes. Go ahead and
Okay.
make a motion for both then.
Make a motion that we approve the accounts payable register as amended.
Okay.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, so there's payroll. Put that paperclip on here and keep them together. And then here's those two voided checks that we have to reissue and approval for payment on those.
These are, okay, they're
Yeah.
black.
Yeah. That's payroll.
Bird City doesn't split the costs of the fire department like St. Francis does when they buy stuff for the department.
You mean the city doesn't take in their
Why don't you suggest to your city council?
I can suggest a lot of stuff to them, but it ain't gonna do a hell of a lot of good. I heard that.
We still have some correspondence and we
Yeah,
need to take care of this one.
I'm trying to keep can.
Okay.
I'll need 5 minutes of executive session. You want to do it now or at the end?
Yeah, but what do you want, personnel,
Yeah, non-elected.
non-elected? Okay. We'll need a motion on that.
Is the county attorney?
Yeah, we'll probably better wait for the county attorney.
No, it's nothing.
Okay.
Make a motion that we enter into executive session for 5 minutes for non-elected personnel.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.